New Year's resolutions don't work, but I know it does. I'm Sarah Curry, the co-owner of Blaze Yoga and Pilates in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I am coming at you live on Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook. So if I'm not staring at you, don't worry, I promise. I'll get back to you soon. So we all know it, right? 80% of New Year's resolutions fail from the get. Most of us don't even make it the first month of January, but we keep doing them. And there's a paradigm shift here, right? Hey, Sarah. There's a reason for that, right? Most of us come out of the holiday season feeling like garbage, right? We've been busier, we've been more stressed, we've been out of our habits, we're not sleeping at much, we might be tippling a little more and having a few more frosted Christmas cookies than we're used to, and we're looking for something to make us feel better. The good news about it is that there is a solution. There are things that you can do that work. When it comes to New Year's resolutions, the reason that they don't work is because we set them too big, too lofty, and too insane. You go from eating 75 pecan balls a day to suddenly deciding that you're going to be autoimmune paleo for the next 90 days, right? It doesn't work. Please make sure that you like and comment while we're on the video so that I know you guys are here. And if you have any questions as they come up, I'll be able to answer them as we go. Baron Holt just posted that you feel like hot garbage after the holidays. It's pretty true. A nice hot dumpster fire. I'm going to take a moment. I've watched a couple of 80s movies recently, and there's a lot of product placement on there. So I'm going to do a nice, slow product placement. Oh, it's upside down. For Eureka Kombucha, the best kombucha produced in New England. Make sure you get some. It's produced in Rockingham, Vermont. So what are we supposed to do? Here's the issue. You've got to start, if you actually want to make change in your body, you've got to start out by, hey, Amy, you've got to start out by building your ability to create successes and achieve successes, to be able to achieve bigger successes. So, right, instead of suddenly deciding, someone who's never eaten kale before in their lives, that you're going to become a vegan, you've got to make a decision that, hey, maybe guess what? I'll have green vegetables once a day, right? Small goals are the way it's at. The other piece that most of us miss out on is that you have to surround yourself by people for whom your desired behavior is their norm, right? Everybody knows when it comes to addiction. If you've been partying with your friends and using drugs and ruining your life, if you go back and hang out with those friends, it's going to be really difficult for you to stay clean. In order to emulate, I'll tell you what, the first time I ever had sushi, I went out to sushi with a bunch of yoga teachers. Actually, it was the second time. But the second time I went out to sushi, I'd had sushi with a friend in Seattle. And then the second time I ever had it was with a bunch of yoga teachers, and we sat down at the table, and I didn't know a lot about eating sushi. And the, you guys are cracking me up. The studio owner that I totally thought was hot shit, the waitress came and the studio owner said to the studio owner, oh, you guys gonna have salads and miso? And she said, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll have salad and miso. So I was like, oh, that's the way you have sushi. You have salad, you have miso, and then you have a couple of rolls. That was my introduction to sushi, right? So that's how I thought you ate sushi for the rest of my life, until I ate sushi with some other people that didn't eat that freaking green salad with the weird sweet dressing. So not only am I the owner of Blaze Yoga and Pilates, I'm also a client. I practice this yoga because it changed my life on every single aspect and every single level. So we are really excited. I don't know if you guys have been on social media, if you followed Emily McIsaac's live at Steam House Yoga and Pilates or Aaron Holt's live, but we're really excited. We just finished in December the second round and really the fifth iteration of a really amazing program called Commit to 90. And listen, you guys, we heard you. We heard what you said. We heard what you're telling us. The feedback we have gotten from people is amazing. As soon as we started the program, people were like, how do I get in? When's the next one? What's going on? And the beautiful piece about this feedback, I mean, this is what I'm all about. The feedback we got from people that participated in Commit to 90 in this last program said things to me like, I participated in Commit to 90 because I wanted to do more yoga. I wanted to be fit instead of being fat. I wanted to drop a couple pounds and feel better in my body. But what I got out of it was all those things but I also felt like I was part of something bigger than myself. I was supported by people I hadn't known before the program. I was surrounded by people who accepted me for who I was. I looked at my feelings about my body and the way diet culture has affected me. One of our students said to me, I lost 15 pounds doing this program, but better than that, I healed my shoulder injury that's been hurting me for 3.5 years. And this is a person who's been doing the yoga, but the deep dive that we did when we did Commit to 90 was enough for her to get through that place. She added Pilates into her routine. She started to work on mobility. And Kat is totally right. The community aspect of this Commit to 90 program is unbelievable. Another super cool thing was that someone who's a super introvert was like, I didn't want to participate in the online program. I was really uncomfortable with other people, and I didn't want to participate. And that ended up being my favorite part of it. So that was super feedback. And what we really got out of it by how cohesive this group was. I mean, one of the things that we did was a community building exercise. And it was so much fun that everybody went out and did it again, like not as a part of the program, but like because they genuinely liked each other. So we are really excited to announce that we've never done this before, that because you have been asking us for it, and because I know people are looking for something to hold onto, that we are going to relaunch in February. We've never done a challenge or anything like this in the winter months because everybody's already doing their bullshit, but we know that you guys need to be supported in a different way. And so we are going to relaunch Commit to 90 for 2019 on February 9th in Portsmouth and February 10th at the Epping Studio. So wherever you live and whichever location is better for you, you can get in on this program and get supported. So what the heck is it? So Commit to 90, I'll tell you one thing. We set this up as a challenge and we did that on purpose. And the reason we did it as a challenge is incentivization when it comes to creating transformation and change in your body is scientifically shown to be more effective. So we set this up, whether you're incentive or for a lot of us, it's accountability, and it depends on who you are as a person. Sorry, but my feet are falling asleep. So depending on who you are as a person, there's plenty of us who are like, I made a decision to do that and I'm going to do everything over the top for the rest of my life. But we all know that that's not how everybody works. And a lot of us need the support and the accountability to others to be able to do stuff like this. And so that brings us to the second way you can achieve your goals. And that's when we were talking about surround yourself with people for whom the desired behavior is the norm. If you want to learn how to knit, you need to go hang out with Parky. She'll show you how to knit, right? You need to be around people that do jigsaw puzzles if you want to do a jigsaw puzzle. If you want to stop chewing your fingernails, right? You got to be around people that you feel uncomfortable chewing your fingernails in front of. Like, that's kind of gross. So we created this as a challenge because that's the way it works. And you basically are rewarded for participating in the program. And this is what the programming is. It's a 90-day commitment designed to help you build habits and achieve goals in small ways that make you feel better about yourself so that you can change your life, right? So that you can transform the things that you're not happy about. And here's the deal, right? Most of us this time of year are like, oh, I got to burn them Christmas cookies. But what do we actually need to do? We need to look at the greater perspective. It's not about whether or not you're fit. It's not about whether or not your back hurts, right? It's about like the fact that you don't sleep or you don't do anything in your life that's creative or you haven't visited your friends from high school in 10 years because your husband doesn't like them, right? Whatever, it's all those pieces of the puzzle that allow you to achieve your goals and help you to feel good about yourself and your life and be happy about the life you want to live. So it's a 90-day program. What you get by participating in the program is unlimited hot yoga and Pilates, so that you can use that to the best of your perspective, your whatever word I was looking for. Use it to the best, okay? The second piece is there are enrichment programs, which we have carefully curated with. In fact, I was rushing on my way to get here because I was meeting with one of the people that's going to be providing one of our programs to set up these awesome freaking programs that we're adding. So this is not yoga and Pilates, but it's stuff that happens at the studio. And it's things like our EFT training, emotional freedom techniques, which is sort of like a stress craving, PTSD management technique. We've got an awesome technology addiction seminar coming up in April. We've got another really intensive nutrition and health program with Erin Holt coming up. 90 days is a good one, right? 90 days to build a habit. And what we do is we start really slowly with this program and layer on information, education, and goals each week. So 3 enrichment programs will be involved in part of that are going to be really exciting and fun. We also have Erin Holt, which you guys know is my number one favorite. What is the word I'm looking for, right? She is fighting the good fight against misinformation in diet culture and helping people feel good. She is I want to say the word troubadour, but I know that has something to do with music, and it doesn't have to do with nutrition. And Jalen is right. There is no one better than Erin Holt. And I'll tell you what, the best thing about Erin Holt is not only is she like brilliant and charismatic and well-educated and always up to like the top, most recent science-based literature in her field, she's really super charismatic, easy to understand and relate to, and she's not giving you some ridiculous lofty goals. Like, she just does such a great job of presenting information to us. Yeah, Libby, you're right. Badass is the right word. And you know what? We're getting on board with the Erin Holt train. Our goal, our mission in this program this year is to end the war on your body. You're getting this information from this billion-dollar, B with a billion-dollar diet culture industry that wants you to buy their books and buy their supplements and support their MLM industry that's going to make somebody money off. Everybody knows that a pyramid scheme doesn't work, but people make shit tons of money selling you that stuff by telling you that you're too fat or that nobody should have a cellulite or whatever it is. So we're joining forces with Erin Holt to help end the war on the body and help you to heal your relationship with food. That's the whole goal here, right? We posted a blog article last week about people that are passing out in class because they weren't eating food before they work out. I mean, you wouldn't expect your car to drive down the road without gasoline in it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, access to Erin Holt. And one of the things about this that I want to put in perspective when we start talking about money, because obviously these are highly trained people, you have professionals, you have got to pay them. What it costs to work one-on-one with Erin Holt is $249 a month. Okay, so you're going to get in this program unlimited access to her for 3 months, and that's what you pay each month for the entire program, including the enrichments and the workshops and all that type of stuff, and the unlimited yoga and Pilates, and the online support group of amazing people who kick ass. So just to understand that this is a really valuable resource that we are super lucky to have access to. And if you were thinking about being one of Erin's one-on-one clients, then you better get in line because there's already a wait list 6 people deep. Her programs are full, okay? So we're super psyched and lucky. So the way that Erin's programming works is she does this nutritional education and training every single week. There's a different aspect. And some of it is about how to get healthy fats and put better quality fats into your diet. But other things are like addressing your, cleaning up your sleep techniques and your sleep habits and stuff like that. So what we look at in this program is addressing all those aspects of people's lives. And I will tell you, from my personal perspective, we do this like a little analysis at the beginning. And I was really shocked the first time I ever did it. I did the thing and my circle of whatever it's called was completely caved in on creativity. Like, as someone who grew up with art, my best friend's mom was a potter. I, was always had access to that type of stuff in my life. I had found over the last 15 years, all I did was work and nothing that sparked or nurtured my creativity. So anyway, you may be surprised at the pieces of your life where you're feeling, less than super awesome. Hey, Debbie, thank you for being here and for being a part of it. And that's a really, one of the things about this program that's really cool is it's just like we always talk about in all our sobriety programs. It's a try again process. Many of us have done this program multiple times because each time you're coming at it from a different perspective. And, I'm really starting to flap. I better stop reading your comments because I'm going. Anyway, so don't feel like if you've done it before, you can't ever do it again. You're going to get something different at it from each time you do it because you are in a different place in your life. And you're a different person, just like in yoga, right? You show up every day and you're a different you each day. So anyway, so these are the 4 big pieces of it. The 4th part that I just kind of glossed over is an online support group, which really ends up being amazing. Listen, you guys, the people at the studio are really freaking awesome people. It's funny, Jalen and I just got back from vacation, and we were like out hiking in the hills and talking, and we were like, God, the people that we do yoga with are such awesome people. They're so great. They're such amazing people. And it's true. Like, we're surrounded by really incredible people. Hey, Rebecca, I'm glad you're listening on your ride home. And Jalen is right. We need each other. We cannot get through this freaking life alone. We have to have the support of each other in whatever way that you can get access and access that, right? All of us are looking for community. All of us are looking for connection, and all of us are looking to feel better. And listen to me, you guys, this is our mission here at Blaze. Our mission as teachers, like, we have these big posters in the teacher's room that say, help people thrive. That's our goal. We want you guys in there moving and feeling good and all that type of stuff, because we want you to be your best you, so you can bring whatever it is that you do that's so freaking kick-ass into the world, so that you can be a better person and a nicer person, and you can be more creatively cool, artistic, and inspiring, so you can be better at your job and more efficient and kinder to people and a better father and all that type of stuff. That's why we're here. Because when you feel good, when you're around people that you like and support you and accept you for who you are, that's your opportunity to be the best person you possibly can. Okay, so we're asking you, are you ready to take the hero's journey? Are you ready for this next adventure of self-discovery with us, right? When you start to face your biggest fears, that is when you have the opportunity for the greatest reward. And it's the goddamn truth, right? You have got to take this risk, right? If people are what you're afraid of, you've got to move towards them, right? If addressing the fact that you have been making yourself feel good with stuffed shells your entire life is your issue, it's time. Let's do this together. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at it, right? And let's all work to feel better together. Because I'll tell you what, of the 30 people that just did the last Commit to 90 program with us, that's how we all felt. We all felt supported by each other. And we all had those amazing breakthroughs where we got to hit on and address the stuff that's getting in the way of us enjoying this freaking life. So, yes, apologize. My mother would be very upset that I took the Lord's name in vain. And you know, I am a human, and I have done something that was flawed once, I think. Right, Jalen? You on there? I think I might have made a mistake one time in my life. So, if you are sick of feeling like a dumpster fire, if you are ready to make a change, join us for this program. We're ready. We're here. So here's the deal. How does the program work? It's $249 a month. It's a 3-month commitment. We kick it off on Saturday, February 9th at the studio. It will be in place of Yoga Lab, so it'll be at 11 a.m. The following day, if you're at the Steam House studio, you can do it there. Steam House Hot Yoga and Pilates in Epping. I believe there's a similar time, but go to steamhouseyoga.com. steamhousenh.com to check that out. And I'll have the links to register in the comments here after the end of this is over. However, if you lock in by January 31st, you can get the program for $229. So what I'm telling you is you can have access to unlimited yoga and Pilates, 3 enrichment workshops at the studio, an online support group, and Aaron Holt Health if you sign up before January 31st for less than it costs to work with Aaron Holt. You know why? Because Emily and I are kind of cool. We are in with her. So if you're interested, we'll give you the link to register. If you're nervous and you're not sure if you want to sign up, come to the informational meeting. So the kickoff is just information. So if you want to meet Erin, want to see if you kind of jive with what she has to say, first things first, follow at Aaron Holt Health on Instagram and Facebook. Early bird special is the way to lock in. If you're still nervous and you don't care about saving a little bit of extra cheddar, then you can just show up to the thing and find out. Come and find out if it's something that you want to do. We like you. We want to be around you. We'd love to do it. Kim, I'm so happy to hear it. Kim is a pillar. And I keep waiting for Kim to mess up in class so I can say to her just one time and mean it, you know nothing, Kim Snow. So do you want to help me end the war on your body? That's my question. Hey, Cal. Let me know. So comments in the show note, in the notes below. Please tag a buddy that you think you'd like to do the program with. Buddies are better. Everything's better with a buddy. You're 30%, 7% more likely to reach your health and fitness goals if you do them with a buddy. So do what works with people who are already doing the work, because it works. We're ready. We're here. 2019. Hey, listen, you guys. Cyntoia Brown got friggin' pardoned today. This is going to be a good, bloody year. I'm ready. Tag a buddy down below and let us know how you're feeling. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. This is my first YouTube live, so let's see if I can figure out how to shut this off. Pew, pew, pew. End stream. There we go.